Bonjour, happy Monday, my darlings. And you know what? California knows how to party. Hey, California knows how to party. In the city of L.A. In the city, a good old whites. Hey, in the city of Compton. Hey, say keep it rockin'. Yeah, keep it rockin'. It is Monday, darling, and we have our cup of coffee. Isn't it wild how we now have American citizens who are actively cheering for the invasion of a state at taxpayer extent for no reason other than it just gives them something warm inside to go to sleep to. They can come on here and go, yes, and I love it. I love watching people suffer. I love this. This is exactly what I voted for. And I mean, okay, cool. We're keeping these videos. You know that, right? 6 months from now, when you pretend you never said you enjoy listening to children cry, we're going to have that. We're going to have that. Darling, I live in a town where, remember that Palm Springs where the doo-doo guy went ahead and stranded people in the dark without food or water or anything, and they walked home and still were like, our profit. Okay, those are the people that are behind this, even within California. They're like, we'll watch California burn if it means the people we don't like suffer. Okay, so that's their problem. That's their core identity. This is America, darling. Nobody likes being forced here, but we have a group of people that believe it's their job to force their way on everyone else and to control everyone else, and that's what we're up against in general. Side note, before I get deeper into what's going on in LA, darling, isn't it interesting that they want to codify what the drug user did? This man went on every news station over the weekend and talked about how his ex-boyfriend is doing drugs, and we're not bringing up that Congress is trying to codify the decisions and cuts made by a madman on drugs. Congress doesn't seem to care about that part. Interesting. Just like Congress doesn't care about the files. Well, no, I'm sorry. They do care about the files and they shouldn't. No one should care about the files, darling. That is the distraction. I'm telling you, these people know he's in there. They know he's in there. They're not going to stop loving him when it comes out that he's in there. I think some of y'all expect them to go, oh my gosh, he's one of them. He's a Etta, you know what? Well, now we don't like him. No, darling, that is the core of their belief system. They want it to come out so they can go, up, see, our prophet daddy God King does it. That means we should normalize it again throughout the whole country if that's what he's about. Okay, that's what they're going to do with that. So do not open that Pandora's box. They want you to open it so they can bring it back and normalize it. The thing you need to be paying attention to is that case in Rockland, New York, where they are doing a hand recount of all of the test results and the other states that are lining up to sue for the very same thing. And for you to get that through in court, darling, you have to have enough evidence for the court to say, ooh, yeah, let's dig in. And that is in discovery, which means information is coming out. So yeah, they're going to keep spending all the money in the world to send Marines and National Guards to LA for a bunch of people who are sitting down. Okay, a bunch of people who are cheering, a bunch of people who are playing music. There's no looting. There's no rioting. Like I said, at some points, they're even just sitting. It's just numbers. The numbers are making the people nervous. And like I said last night on the surprise bonus podcast episode, can you imagine sitting in a dilapidated house that's been destroyed by a hurricane or a tornado that you didn't get a warning for because these idiots cut the funding for the program that lets you know that you need to get to safety? Okay, and sitting in the rubble with no help from the government, cheering for money being spent to send troops to California just to sit and to intimidate people that are in the streets. Because again, it's not a riot. Stop using the word riot. It's not a riot. People are out there just showing their presence, and they know it's a trap. They know agitators are trying to come out. They know that the forces will be the ones trying to instigate them to start something, and they have been. I've been watching. I've watched them keep pushing out on the crowds when they're not doing anything just to try to start something, and the folks understand the assignment. They know what they're trying to do, and they're like, okay, nope, we're right here. We'll push out, and then we'll push right back in, and the folks are getting nervous because the numbers are going to keep stacking up by the day. They're going to be there 30 days. Darling, by the end of this month, the entirety of LA is going to be shut down. Okay, so California, they're doing it all over the state. Again, this is an invasion from the government into California. And we're going to show them how it's done. Folks in other states, just watch, okay, and learn and replicate where you are. We, the people, outnumber these folks. Oh, we're going to send 2,000 troops. You want to know how many people are in LA? We're going to send 500 people from Camp Pendleton. Camp Pendleton parties in LA on the weekend. Are you kidding me? Like, come on. This is flashbang for people who don't live here. People who don't live here are like, ooh, but if you live here, we already know what's up. California knows how to party.